Yo guys, Jonathan here. Today I got a fun behind the scenes look at shooting with MKBHD, what gear he uses, what gear he recommends, and also the Tesla Model 3. So this is cool for me because oftentimes I prefer being behind the camera in terms of the creative process as opposed to being in front of the camera, capturing the shot, the composition. That's all really fun to me. So it's kind of cool to kick back, watch Marquez do his thing, but still capture everything from my perspective.
The camera is the weapon carbon fiber body that I've had for a while, but the sensor inside is new. It's the full frame Monstro 8K sensor, and it's glorious. I mean, the obvious thing is all my lenses are wider now. I could never really use the 100mm macro for anything other than really precise setup shots, but I found that I can actually use the 100 now for medium shots and weird other applications, so that's pretty fun. My favorite lens now that I have a full frame is actually the Zeiss 55 Otis. It used to be that 18-35, and I still use Sigma's 24-35 for a lot of the same stuff, but I really like that 55 now.
Now for a second I want to hop in because this has become kind of a slightly controversial and heated discussion of why YouTubers choose red to shoot video when it's completely and absolutely unnecessary. I actually to an extent agree 100% with that, and there are a ton of amazing creators and videographers out there shooting on GH5s, A6300s, A7s, Canon 5Ds, 6Ds, 80Ds, all kind of Ds. You get the point, and I'm sure you've heard this a million times before. It's not what you shoot on, but how you shoot on it, and yeah, I could not agree with that more. Myself, the reason why I decided to go red was kind of the commercial work that came along with YouTube. Right now I'm working on a commercial for Philips that lives outside this channel on their website. This was all shot on red, and that's where these higher end cinema cameras, for me at least, start to make more sense. Now, as far as Marquez, there's not really much that needs to be said. There's a reason why he's at where he's at. Plus, he's constantly and has always tried to push the envelope in terms of video quality, so naturally that makes sense. The other thing I think people often forget is even though we do this as a career, it's also what we do for fun. So just like someone would invest into music gear or to cars, it's kind of similar to how gear is for us. I don't party. I'm not really that into cars, surprisingly. I do have a slight shoe addiction, but other than that, video gear is really what gets me excited. And also, I'm sure Marquez, like myself, has aspirations way beyond YouTube, so really that's why we go crazy over video gear. With that though, if you're curious what camera Marquez recommends on a budget.
Best YouTube camera under 1,500 bucks. Oh, that's tough. I almost said iPhone 10. Does that make me? A6500. Does that come in under 1,500 right now? Solid, yeah. I think that's Sony Alpha A6500.
Also, when we hang out, there usually seems to be some sort of gear purchase effect that goes on. I know Jedner can attest. Recently, I was able to scoop up a pedestal on eBay for an insane price. Honestly, that's really the only reason why I considered grabbing one. It was so new that Marquez thought I was holding out on him.
This is life-changing. I'm mad at you for not showing me this earlier. We just got new tripods in the studio, and that's all fun, but there's only so much you can do with the tripod without wheels. This is a glorious tripod with wheels. I'm all in. I mean, so the classic vertical shot, whenever you see the camera moving up and down, it's usually a lot of work. I could demonstrate it on that tripod, but it's just such a pain. But this is literally weighted to the point where I've completely unlocked it. It's steady. And then one finger now is just lowering or raising the entire thing. Plus you have a head on top here, so you can do these parallax shots. I was missing this in my life, but expect to step up in the video quality as soon as I get back.
Lastly, the Model 3, this is my first chance checking out the car. I was actually really impressed. I know I said I'm not that into cars, and for whatever reason, that chromosome in me seems to be missing. I like them, I appreciate them, but I don't go crazy about them, but the Tesla Model 3 actually was really freaking nice. The tech inside the Model 3 is incredible. I think the biggest downside though is it's nearly impossible to get one anytime soon unless you A, pre-ordered one way back when, or you own a Model S, which kind of defeats the purpose of trying to buy a more affordable Tesla. Either way though, it's awesome. Again, if you missed that full Model 3 video, that is linked on Marquez's channel down below. Hopefully enjoyed this behind the scenes look. If you did and you are feeling like being awesome, make sure to smash that like button. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.